It is that game, guys. It's that game, the one that I really don't care about much at all. But unfortunately, we have to play. It is the second leg of the Coppa Italia against our farting cousins, air conditioner Milan. 1-1 on aggregate. Now we play at home. I chose the perfect virtual background, by the way. It's showing Milan and Inter on the board. But it is happening within all this crazy time of fixtures for Inter, and it is what we would call, guys, we're getting to that end game for Inter. This is the fixtures up until the end of the season for now. For now, in a season where we already, guys, listen to this, we already have played the amount of games that we played last season, and we still have all of these games to play. And there will be, of course, the Club World Cup after this. Is an absolutely murderous season for these players, but we just have to keep on going. And I'm sure a lot of you guys will keep on supporting these guys. I know things after the Bologna game now are not looking so rosy, so good, but let's not forget we are coming off the back of a massive Champions League win. We are still first on top of the Serie A. Yes, same points as Napoli. And yes, if things remain like this, we go to that playoff, or Napoli could even beat us. But we are also still, unfortunately, in this Coppa Italia against Milan. So if we do beat Milan tomorrow, 8 p.m. UK time kickoff, then we add another final in there. Or actually, the final is added in there, which would be against Bologna, right in between the Torino and Lazio game. And then on the other side, you look at the Napoli fixtures and you see not much difficulty in terms of if you had to rank difficulty levels, right? Torino at home, who have nothing to play for now in the usual mid-table spot. Lecce away, they're still fighting for relegation, so maybe something. Genoa, they're pretty much safe, nothing to fight for. Parma away, okay, they got something to fight for. We saw they got something up their sleeve. And then Cagliari last game at home, if they do remain safe, that is a nothing game as well. So, yeah, our focus lies elsewhere. If I was in charge of tomorrow's game, if I was Simone Inzaghi tomorrow, I would put out the Primavera. I would put out the kids, because I just want to focus on Serie A and Champions League, because as I've been saying since the start of the season, I don't believe this team, the squad is made for three fronts. I don't think this team can win on three fronts. I think it can win on two fronts. And now with the injuries and the fatigue issues, even that's looking a little bit like maybe just the one competition is enough. Anyway, before I get into the preview, guys, please make sure you leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. And first things first, rest in peace to Papa Francesco, Pope Francis, who passed away the other day. So Italy at the moment is in a massive state of mourning. So, of course, if you know Italy, massive Christian, most importantly, Catholic country, where the Pope is probably the biggest figure in the whole country, above any politician, above any celebrity. And the country is in mourning for multiple days. I think 5 days is the official state of mourning that the government has said. For that reason, a lot of Serie A games were cancelled or rescheduled. But the Coppa Italia game isn't getting rescheduled, which I am surprised about. I mean, if we are in a 5-day state of mourning, surely that falls under the Wednesday tomorrow. But that won't be rescheduled. But what will be rescheduled will be Inter's game which was supposed to be Saturday, Roma game, will now be played on Sunday, which has not been made official yet. It will be confirmed. I think it's pretty much 99% certain that will be played on Sunday. The timing has not been confirmed yet. But as the distasteful headline from Spanish outlet says there, El funeral del Papa juega a favor del Barça, which means the funeral of the Pope plays in favor of Barcelona. Very distasteful headline, but essentially it means because of the funeral timing and because of Inter's game or against Roma getting rescheduled, it helps Barcelona because Inter get less rest. So the Barcelona game, Inter will get 1 day less rest, whereas Barcelona will have an extra day of rest. Um, could Inter have been helped in this situation? I think so. I think here in this situation, I think definitely things, we saw the Dutch league helped out Feyenoord before playing Inter to reschedule the game. Um, I think Barcelona are also pushing to play the final against Real Madrid, the Copa del Rey final, at like an earlier time as well. I think some things here, especially with all the national state of mourning. I think this Coppa Italia game either could have been postponed, or the Serie A game could have been played at another stage maybe. But then we end up with the asterisk, don't we? We end up with the asterisk game that we all hate as Interisti. We all know it comes to bite our ass over the last few years. So it's already tough, and now it's even tougher. But I don't know, you guys let me know. Should the Serie A, Fiji, should they have done more to help Inter here in this situation, or this is actually probably the best scenario given what's happened? A little bit confused, but it always does feel like things are not really this season, not really working out in Inter's favor when it comes to timings and schedule. Anyway, moving on to the preview of the game for tomorrow. It looks like Inzaghi is going to put out the exact same lineup as he did against Bologna. The exact lineup that pretty much had no energy, fully fatigued against Bologna, that couldn't muster up any decent opportunity, is going to line up once again outside of Carlos Augusto. So Di Marco coming in to replace Carlos Augusto, and Josep Martinez coming in for Zoma. Is the exact same lineup. Somehow, Tugu Correa keeps his starting spot. What has happened to Marco Arnautovic? Because he did come on at the end of the Bologna game, so he's not injured, right? Or does he have some sort of another secret injury that we don't know about that's stopping him? Like, I don't get it. Correa was absolutely useless against Bologna. I don't know how he retains his spot. But does Taremi deserve a spot if Arnautovic is injured? That's a no as well. So it's one of those two guys, Correa, Taremi, two cheeks of the same ass. Two cheeks of the same ass at the moment. You can make an argument for either, and you could be right and wrong either way. What I am a little bit confused about is Acerbi continuing. Of course, yeah, he wants to start his strongest lineup, everything. Inzaghi wants to, as I said, I would play the Primavera, but Inzaghi wants to try to win every competition. That's the sword that he lives and dies by. Will he live to tell us about it, or will he die by this sword? We'll see. I disagree with this. I think De Vrij should play. I think Zalewski should come in. Still a strong lineup. I'm fine with Martinez there. Bisek maybe could play. We know that he's kind of matches up kind of nicely against Leao, etc. But he's also been unconvincing. Mkhitaryan, obviously, Mkhitaryan and Bastoni are playing because they are suspended against the Roma, so that makes sense in that sense. But Mkhitaryan looked very, very tired physically against Bologna. So, as usual, a little bit of confusion, but I remain with faith in Inzaghi that he knows what he's doing. But that patience and faith is starting to wear thin. The tweet on the right from Daniele Mari is just saying, it looks like it will be playing on the Sunday. The timing has not been confirmed though. And then on the other side, Milan, this is the predicted lineup for air conditioner Milan. They've recently started playing or tweaking towards the 3-4-3 lineup or 3-4-2-1 lineup with Conceição, who's basically lost all control or understanding of his team, basically, because whatever he does, it clearly doesn't work, because they lost to Atalanta the other day as well. So their top four race is definitely over now. Conceição, unless a miracle happens, won't be getting confirmed as the new manager next season. But actually, in theory, I've said it many times in the past, I thought they should have hired Conte, because I think their squad, with a little tweak, is made for a 3 at the back lineup. I think Theo Hernandez as a wing back will show his best side. Guys, defenders like Pavlovic and Tomori, who are not very good in terms of their positioning and IQ in the 3 defender formation, would be helped. Someone like Pulisic coming in a little bit more inside will be helped. I think this team is kind of made for a 3 at the back formation, so it kind of suits them. But does that give them a different, they are one of our bogey teams this season. We seem to have many this season, don't we? But even in their previous 4-3-3, 4-2-3-1, they were our bogey team. So is this different look where it might match up even more against us gonna cause us more issues? A Leao maybe slightly more inside with Pulisic, would that give us more issues centrally? But maybe they lose out more centrally with Reinders and Fofana. One man less. Can we take advantage of that potential mismatch, numerical mismatch in the middle? Hopefully so. But that left-hand side of Hernandez and Leao, with Hernandez given more attacking freedom, does scare me more. But Reinders maybe has less attacking. He's been giving us a lot of issues recently. Tijani Reinders when he was playing as a CAM. So hopefully that does, makes him more disciplined and has to stay back more. It's a tough one. And then Tammy Abraham always seems to recently turn into Didier Drogba against us as well. I'm not looking forward to this game at all. But, Inzaghi wants to win this, looks like. I hope the players are at least want to bounce back from that Bologna game, that Bologna defeat, go into the Roma game with some confidence. And of course, make sure that our cousins AC Milan don't get a chance to win another trophy, because in this Banter era season for them, in 9th position, they could end up with 2 trophies. And that is, we can't be having that. We got to kill those dreams right at the root. But if we don't, I'm also not going to lose sleep. Milan, if they get their second trophy, as long as we can secure our Scudetto and get far as possible in the Champions League, I'm all right with that, to be honest. They can have a bit of charity from us. My prediction is the worst possible one, guys. I think this might go to extra time. Or does it go to extra time or straight to penalties? I hope it goes straight to penalties, but I think it's going to be another draw, a 1-1 or a 2-2 again. I think we'll probably have better chances. I think we'll play better than we did against Bologna. But again, Milan on the counter-attack, Leao, Theo, some of those guys linking up, hurting us on the counter-attack. The usual derby script that we've seen all season, into having more possession, more chances, but then Milan punishing us into getting one back at some point in the second half. Zalewski comes on, causes a bit of chaos, we score. Yeah, that's my prediction. And then penalties. But at penalties, we beat them. We go through on penalties if it goes to penalties. That's my prediction. You guys let me know yours down in the comments down below. We go again. See you for the post-match tomorrow. I will be on for the post-match tomorrow. Ciao ragazzi. Always believe. Always Forza Inter. Let's keep this treble dream alive. Ciao.